preparing to go live.
Oh, it's on live. Okay, I'm sharing it now.
Okay. Hello, Dart, you might need to help me pronounce the name.
Hi, Nguyen.
Hello.
You can turn on your mic and say hello, Nguyen.
Hi.
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you, Nguyen. Can you say again? I cannot hear you, sorry. But yeah, do you have any earphones? Maybe you can put on earphones. All right, Gary, I'm gonna start in just a few seconds because I'm sharing in the group. Okay, I shared it. Right, hello everyone in our Zoom room. Hi Nguyen, hi Thao, hi Vân. It would be great if you guys can turn on your camera so we can say hello to each other. Are you guys there, Vân? Hi, hello Thao. She just said hello in the chat box.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. Okay, so yeah, let's start our talk show today. Right, Vân, even if you don't have a camera, it's all right. You can still use the chat box and you can turn on your mic anytime to ask questions. All right? Yeah, don't be shy. Okay, because we're here to share about cultures and a lot of things today. Right, so welcome everyone to our talk show, TCB Atlas number 10, live in Thailand. Thank you for joining us through Zoom and thank you for joining us on the live stream on Facebook. And today here with us, there's me, I'm the TCB host, the MC of today, just call me Dad. There's Gary, the TCB founder, and we have Gale Khemjira, our guest speaker today. So once again, thank you everybody for being present in this talk show. I'm very glad to meet you all and hope that everybody is having a safe and good time on Sunday. And let's make it better, even better with our talk show. Right, so to begin with, I want to have a question to everybody. So in the chat box, please tell me one thing that you know already about Thailand. What do you think is famous about Thailand? Anything is fine. Yeah, just use the chat box. Tuk-tuk. Of course, that is transportation. Right. Hong Nguyen, Vân, and Diệp, do you guys know any famous thing from Thailand? Gary, I think you know something about Thailand as well. Tourism. Good answer.
Thailand is full of beaches, beautiful beaches.
Ah, yeah. Definitely. That's a part of Thailand tourism. Nice answer. How about Zip and Nguyen? You guys have any answer? You can put in the chat. The food. Another answer from Vân. That is correct. Spicy food. We'll talk about that later. Right. Okay. So since you guys know a lot about Thailand, it's gonna be easier for us to discuss today. So Thailand is famous for a lot of things, I believe, and Gale today is here with us to share with everyone in-depth knowledge about Thailand cultures and Thailand lifestyle. So you guys ready? Let's get started. So firstly, Gale, thank you so much for being here with us, and I believe everybody cannot wait to hear your sharings about Thailand culture. So yeah, thank you, Gale, for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, so let's start with the introduction, I think. So can you introduce to our audiences about your name, your cultural background, and your hobbies?
Okay. I'm Gale. I'm from Bangkok, the capital city of Thailand. And actually, 1 year after I graduated, I moved to Sydney, Australia. I worked and studied there for 2 years. And then I just migrate to Brazil. Now I'm currently living in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So when I was in Thailand, I just worked for 1 year. I mean, when I graduated, I worked for 1 year. So I don't really know about work culture in Thailand much, but I do know about student life there, about living there. But then I moved to Sydney, Australia. I kind of worked there and loved the culture there, the work culture there, because we are so different, you know. And now when I'm in Brazil, I'm still work for Australian company. Yeah.
Thank you, Gale, for your answer. So we can all see that Gale has a really diverse background. She's been here and there. She's been everywhere, and now she's here with us in this talk show. That's amazing. Right, Gale. So, what do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I love watching videos on YouTube, and I also learn English every day. It's kind of hobby, and at the same time, I want to practice my English. I want to improve my English more and more every day. Even I can speak already, but I think I still need a lot of. I still want to be more fluent and proficient in it. Yeah.
Wow, Gil, you're really like all the parents who want to have a daughter like you to always think about studying English like that. I mean, like my mom, she would wish that you were her daughter instead of me. But
I
yeah.
also play game. I also do, fooling around on the internet like everyone. Yeah.
Right. So, Gil, which part of Thailand do you come from?
I'm from Bangkok, originally from Bangkok. So in Bangkok, we have our how to say, we speak the standard Thai. It's like when I say Thai, this standard Thai we speak around the country, but we also have 3 more dialects which spoken in northeastern, northern, and southern. Yeah. So different region, they have their own dialect. And when if you could travel to Thailand or work or study there, you might have heard like Thai people speak different accents, and that's very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. So your accent is the standard accent, right? Like everybody has to learn about it in the textbook.
Yeah.
I see. So Gil, can you give us a small demonstration? Like, can you say, like, introduce your name and where you come from and your hobbies just in Thai, like really shortly, so we can imagine how's the language look like.
Okay. สวัสดีค่ะ ชื่อเกลเข็มจีรานะละนองเกลมาจากประเทศไทยแล้วก็อาศัยอยู่ในกรุงเทพตั้งแต่เกิด Yeah. Can you understand some words?
I heard Sawadee Krap and I heard what was that? Patet Thai? What is that? What is that?
ประเทศไทย is Thailand.
But why is different? Why Patet Thai is different from Thailand? What is not the same?
ประเทศไทย means Thailand. ประเทศ means the word ประเทศ mean like a land, I think, country. Yeah.
So does Thai itself has any meaning?
I don't know.
Huh.
I am not sure it's the meaning of it.
I
It's the
see.
meaning
So
of
there
it.
was some
Yeah.
research before, but I don't know if it's just a rumor or not. But I heard somewhere Protest Thai means land of freedom. Yeah, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't heard about that. But I heard about the land of smile. Yeah.
Definitely. So everyone, if there's anything famous in Thai, that must be the smiles of the locals. Just look at Gale, right? You can see how bright it is. So yeah, let's talk more about the Thai country. So I have a small quiz for everybody in this room. So can you tell me which country is next to Thailand? Any ideas? Yes, please. Nguyen. Sorry, I cannot hear you, but can you type in the chat instead? Really sorry. Maybe your mic is off in a way. Yeah, everyone, you can type in the chat box your answers. Which countries are next to Thailand? Cambodia, okay. Good answer, very good answer. Anywhere else? There are many countries, not just Cambodia. Come on, guys. I know that you know.
4 countries.
Yeah. Right, Gary, if you see any answer on the live, please tell me as well. Yeah. Thanks, Gary. Okay, so Gil, can you share with us what are the countries?
In the north, our neighbor is Myanmar, and then Cambodia, and then Laos, and then in the south is Malaysia. Yeah.
I will show everyone this map I just found on Google. Can you guys see it? I think yes. Oh, that's Thailand in the middle, and as Gil shared, there's Laos, Myanmar, Cambodia, and what else? What was that?
Malaysia in the
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can all agree that Thailand is neighbor everyone. It's in the middle, and yeah, it's close. We're like really close neighbors among Asian countries. And Vietnam is quite close to Thailand as well. I think there are many people traveling to Thai every year. Due to COVID, maybe next year.
Maybe.
Right. Gail, so how's the weather in Thailand right now?
Right now it's very, very hot, especially on April. In April, normally in Thailand there are 3 seasons: winter, summer, and rainy season. But mostly I would say it's very hot. Thailand is very hot. Even in the cooler time of the year, you can't escape the heat, you know. Yeah. It's very hot.
How's Bangkok though? Is it the hottest place in Thailand?
Bangkok is like in the central region. I think it's very, very hot there. And because of a lot of buildings, you know, I think the wind didn't flow like it should be. So it's like it's very hot. And when it's rain, you might have heard like we have a floods in Thailand. Yeah, just when it's rain, it's like you can see a lot of water on the street.
I see. Well, that's pretty dangerous though.
Yeah.
So how about the Thai languages? Because in different countries they speak different languages. Like maybe there are many dialects, or maybe there are many official languages. But how about in Thailand? Is Thai the only official language?
Yeah, Thai is our official language, and on top of that, we have 3 more dialects, which spoken in northern, northeastern, and southern. So different regions they have their own dialects. And if you go to Thailand, like if you study or work there, I suggest you should learn some Thai words, because English is not widely spoken in there. But however, English is taught in some regular schools. but Thai people don't really use often much, like they can't get, it's not enough to, it's like we learn it but not enough to become fluent or proficient in it. Yeah, so you should learn some Thai words to survive or order food in the restaurant, I think.
Right. So I think after COVID, everybody's gonna go to Thailand. So why don't you teach us some basic Thai words so we can survive in Thailand?
Maybe
So,
about greetings, like
okay.
hello. Yeah, hello, how
Mhm.
are you?
Mhm.
สวัสดีค่ะ สบายดีไหม
Sawadee ka.
Yeah, สวัสดีค่ะ is for girl, but สวัสดีครับ is for men.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I should say Sawadee Cup.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And is there any gestures that you do when you greet somebody else?
We just do this, like สวัสดี
This
ค่ะ
like this.
Yeah.
Sawadee Ka.
Yeah, and
With
we don't
with a light bulb.
yeah, like this. But
Ah.
normally we do this for the older people. Yeah, the people who older than us. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
So how
people
about
who is
friends? You just say Sawadee Ka.
hi, สวัสดี yeah.
Ah. I see. Okay.
But we
So how
don't
to say
have
thank you in Thailand though?
how to say thank you. ขอบคุณ
Khop kun.
Yeah, and if you are
Oh.
a man, you say ขอบคุณครับ
Khop kun kap.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like everything
you're
as a man
good.
say always end with the cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, khop kun kap. Okay, so yeah, so that's how to say thank you and how to say hello. I think you guys can use these kind of words when you travel to Thailand, and and flex it to the locals. Right. So Gil, can you share about your life as a student in Thailand? Because you have spent like almost 20 years in Thailand, right? Like 18, 20 years in Thailand. Yeah. So how's the education there?
Okay. I'll say I'm very lucky to grow up with a supportive family. So it's like my student life, everything was up to me. I can decide whatever I want to learn, to study. If I want to learn art, go for it. If I want to learn sport, go for it. But normally, I don't know, I'm not sure you have heard about it, but it's like Thailand is a highly collectivist country. So it's like you will do everything like your parents told you, and they might teach you to be a follower more than a leader. But my family, I was taught to be a leader, not a follower from a very young age. So I think I spent my student life very, very well. I spent time learning a lot of things. Believe me, I try everything like sport, archery, swim, martial art, judo, taekwondo. I try oil painting. I try piano, guitar. I try everything. I also learn a lot of languages like Chinese, Mandarin, German, Japanese. Yeah, but now everything gone.
But don't you have a lot of experiences?
Yeah, because and actually I decided to go to an all girls private Catholic school. I chose by myself, and that school they have like a language summer camps every year, and I try as many as I can. I join as many as I can, and then I realized that when you join language camps, you learn a lot of languages, not just English, because a lot of people you made a lot of foreign friends. You will learn a lot of cultures, and then I think you become more open person. Yeah, you can practice to be how to say, open, be friendly. You know how to communicate with people, even your English is not that good, but it's okay. Yeah.
I see. I see. Wow, Gil, you have a lot of different experiences that I wish I had when I were younger. But yeah, right, everyone, if you have any question to Gil, please just ask. Just type in the chat box and we'll look at it. You can ask about anything. You can ask about the sport. You can ask about the weather. You can ask about places
Yeah.
to travel. I mean, yeah, we'll answer everything, guys. So just ask, okay? Right, so back to the learning, the study in Thailand. I used to watch some Thailand movies, and I found that Thai people, like the high school students' lifestyle, they have something really cultural and really traditional there, right? Like the uniform are really cute, and they have so
Yeah.
many practices. So can you share with us any special things about studying in Thailand high school?
Okay. Yeah. The reason I chose to study in all girls private Catholic school because the uniform is really cute. But if you study in different school like public school, the uniform is different. And so I think 10 years ago, if you study in some public schools, you have to cut your hair. You have to have a short hair. I don't know why, but I don't like that. So I choose to study in private school. I want to have long hair and, it's just a girl thing. And then in our school, actually, it's very different about the school life for everyone because how to say, some people go to private school, they study English. I think it's like English is like second language, most important second language. And then Chinese, they also have a lot of language option for you to learn, like French, Chinese, Japanese. But I don't know about in public school. So based on my experience, I can talk only about private school. And then I don't really like Thai educational system that much.
Why
And
though?
as I say, like we are like a collectivism country, and everything was up to the teacher or adult. You have to follow the rules, you have to follow discipline. And it's in the class, the teacher lecture you, and then you just note everything they say, and there is no such thing like debate or argument. So I think we can't really ask some question when some teachers say nonsense, because it's not that good if you have doubt about them. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's like you just do what they want. You just follow the rules that they set up, and then yeah.
I see.
And
I
it's
see.
kind of like when you are in elementary school, middle school, and high school, you have your own class. I mean, you will stay in the class. You know everyone in your class, but you like rarely know people in your grade, but different classes. Because it's like you don't really change class in every subject, but the teacher is the only one who change class.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think that is
you
pretty the same to Vietnam.
yeah.
We have
But
a
it's so
really
different from New Zealand.
base class.
Yeah. Because I went to New Zealand on summer camp. Yeah, and I can see our educational system is so different, and I prefer in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's true. Like every time we go outside, we learn something. We found out that there are things that can be improved in our countries, and that is the same reason for me to study abroad as well, Gil. So yeah, I think we can share the same feelings here. All
Yeah.
right. That's about the education. That was pretty interesting because I didn't know, I know literally nothing about studying in Thailand. So now I think I can have a brief look at how it can be like. But that's pretty
think,
cool. So how,
sorry, Gary here. I know that Dart, you moved to Japan to study for a long time now, and Gail, you said you studied in Australia and also Thailand. I definitely know that in Australia the culture for education can be quite relaxed. In Japan, I know that generally it is quite strict and intense. How would you compare? What is the education culture like in Japan, Dot?
wow,
Yeah.
thanks, Gary. Right. So I haven't been to Japanese school because I'm studying in international school, international university in Japan. So it might be a bit different, but I feel like Japanese people in schools, they are really, how to say, like everything is set, it's always set. There are many rules to follow. Like everything they do, there are some rules that they always have to follow, and it's really strict. And because I have been in contact with this homestay family for a few years, and I learned that to be able to study in Japan, it costs a lot of money. And for children, it's even more because you have to buy everything new, and it's gotta be matching to the standard that every school set. So studying in Japan is really strict and it is expensive. Yeah, but still, they have a lot of interesting school activities. They have a lot of sports. They have a lot of events, a lot of festivals as well for the students, and they have a lot of chances for the students to interact with each other. So yeah, I want to ask this to Gail as well. Like in schools in Thailand, do you guys have many events and festivals for the students?
Yes, we do have a lot of events like sport day at school, and other special days from Thailand, like Thai New Year, Father Day, Mother Day. We also have like a lot of events in
Ah,
school.
right. So right, Gail. So those are the most important um national holidays in Thailand: the Father's Day, Mother's Day, and
I think
New Year.
Thai New Year, but we call Songkran Day. You know
Songkran.
about it? Songkran is a water festival.
Ah, yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
famous. Yeah.
yeah, it's very famous, and a lot of foreigners loved it.
Yeah, let me try to show everyone a picture. I think it looks pretty much like this, right?
Yes, it's a big event in Thailand.
Have you
So
ever
the
joined it?
whole country, yeah.
Oh, wow. So people just go out and pull out their water guns, water bombs, and
Yeah,
start throwing each other like this. Wow. And they have even elephants as
elephants.
special forces.
So
Oh, this is
nice.
amazing. Wow. Maybe I
You
should
got
try to go to Thailand sometimes to join this.
yeah, and it's in April, like 12 to 15 April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So New Year in Thailand is in April, not like December or in January.
No, April.
April, I see. Wow, that is new. I didn't know
And
this.
it's the hottest month of the year. Mhm.
So that makes sense to play
Yeah,
with water. That is truly amazing how like the events really reflect the geographical attributes of the country. All right, that's
yeah.
pretty amazing. Can you share with us about other festivals in Thailand, the famous one or your favorite one then?
Another famous festival, I think, Loi Krathong Day.
What is that?
Loi Krathong is like um, it's like our festival to celebrate. How to say? We have the. Let me show some picture. I think.
Sure. I'm really curious how the spelling of the festival looks like.
Yeah. It's like this. Can you guys see it?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Yeah, and on this day I don't know how to say this thing in English because it's Crowtong is made of banana leaf, a lot of ingredient from banana, and then you make a wish, and then you how to say flow it with the water in the liver.
You said it. You can say, put down the river and let it float.
Yeah, let it float. Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Nguyen, for your sharings. Nice. Wow, so
And
that is
this,
like those are all handmade.
yeah, handmade. And this one
Wow.
is in November normally.
Is it cold in November or is still like hot and
It should be
cool?
cold, but it's not that cold.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm just
you
sending the
float
name of this festival in the chat box, everyone, so you can understand. It's Crowtong Festival, I believe. Krathong. Yeah, and that one is in November. So if you ever try to travel to Thailand, choose April or November for these festivals. All right. All right. So that's about the festivals. I'm curious about one more thing about Thailand as well, about the religions in Thai. Like, what are the most famous ones
the
and why
most
as
famous
well?
is Buddhist Buddhism. And because you can see a lot of temples in Thailand, everywhere, every corner you will see temples. And in the past, temple is very important for people. It used to be a school. It used to be a place to make merit. It used to be a place to have events, to have like festival. So I would say every important day, like your birthday, your Thai New Year, we always go to the temple. Even on the New Year, like 1st January, we also go to the temple to pray over the night, like from 31st of December to 1st of January, we stay in the temple. Yeah. But nowadays, I'm not sure they still do that or not. But my parents, my grandparents, they also keep doing that.
I think that is a beautiful culture to have a really rich spiritual life like that.
Yeah.
You go and you pray for your relatives, for your families and friends. I think it's beautiful, and maybe that is why many people are traveling to Thailand to be a part of the culture. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I have this question from another participant. She wants to learn more about the food culture, the cuisine. Sorry, the cuisine of Thailand.
Okay. I would say when we eat, at the meal time, we usually have several dishes in the middle, and everyone gets their own plate of rice, and we eat with fork and spoon. We use spoon to cut everything. We don't usually use knife much, and we also use chopstick to eat noodles. And if you want to try spicy food in Thailand, welcome everyone, because we love spicy food so much, because it's like a delicious, flavorful, and it's kind of a favorite taste that you can't get enough of it. And I would say But let me tell you something that some Thai people they feel often when you say like you like spicy food, you are Thai, you should eat spicy food, really good, something like that. But some people they say like, no, I don't like it, I can't handle spicy food. But I'm still Thai, so not everyone can handle spicy food in Thailand.
I
But
see.
we
Well,
love
I
it.
think for me, I would not be able to because I went to this Thailand restaurant once and it was great. Like the spicy flavor was amazing, but my stomach is not really strong and I got a stomach afterwards, but it was worth it. I would still go
Yeah.
again. Right. So Gail, can you share with us some famous names of the food, like the famous dishes?
Famous
And I'll
name?
show everybody the pictures so we can imagine what it looks like.
Yeah, I have some picture here.
Oh yes, please.
Can you see this one?
Yes.
First one is from northern region. It's called khao soy.
Cow soy.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a noodle with chicken or beef or something, and they put a lot of herbs. Also, they put chili on it. And
Yeah, sorry,
then
Nguyen. I'm hungry as
next
well.
one, also, I just chose the spicy one for you guys. I'm so sorry. This is from southern region. This we call Kuaking. This is
Wait, can
very
you say
good.
again?
Kuaking.
Cooking.
Yeah, and it's quite famous from southern region. And then the next one, this one I think you guys know, is papaya salad. It's Thai salad.
Oh, this one is
Yeah, and
famous. Papaya salad.
it's very famous. And it's from northeastern region. Yeah.
All right, Gil,
Very
how do I order one of these when I'm in a restaurant?
Actually, you just go there and show the picture. And if you don't like spicy, you just tell them like no spicy, like no chili. I think they will know. And I
Just no
think
chili.
I think Thai people they will help you a lot if you have some problem, and they are very considerate. So they might ask you, this is very spicy. Are you okay to eat this? And they will warn you. I think if
wow, that's
it's some spicy.
that's really kind.
Yeah, they are kind and friendly.
Right. So what is this one on the screen?
This one is spicy prawn soup, I think. Tom yum goong, you know that?
Oh yes, tom yum.
Tom yum goong, yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Soup, yeah.
I think I like tom yum goong better than water.
It's spicy.
Well, many people love tom yum hot pot in Vietnam as well, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's everywhere. Yeah, the famous dishes. So thank you, Gil, for making us all hungry and mouth-watering. Oh, okay. Right. So guys, if you guys have any question at this moment, please ask. You can turn on your mic or you can put in the chat box. Yes, Nguyen.
Gail, why are you trying to torture us? I was hungry about. I can't. Oh my god, I'm so goddamn hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's in the morning in Brazil, so I'm fine.
Why would you do this to me? It's at night.
Right. So Nguyen, have you ever tried Thai food?
I try a lot of foods in Vietnam in some restaurants, and sometimes I try from my friends. Let's say some of my friends or some other my mom's friends made some Thai food, so I just try it. I don't care about the culture. I only care about the food. Ollie.
Well, food is the culture, man. Then yes, we all love it. Right. So thank you. Okay. Oh, do you have
Thank
any
you.
other question for Gale? Anyone have any other question for Gale? Gary, how's the live stream? Is there anything up? Not yet?
No questions from the live stream. But I have a
And that's all right
question.
then. Sure.
So Gail, I know that sorry, Nguyen, maybe you can mute. Maybe you can. Okay, I will mute everyone. Okay, thank you. Gail, I know you're living in Sao Paulo in Brazil now. So if you wanted to choose somewhere to live, yeah, ignoring that you have your partner in Brazil, but if you wanted to choose somewhere based on loving the lifestyle and the food and culture and the scenery, where would you choose? I know this might be a difficult question.
Yeah, and thank you for your question. I would say I choose Thailand. I love Southeast Asian vibe. I love Thai food. I love all the beaches in Thailand. I love Thai people. Except one thing, the politics. Politics is not okay. Yeah. And we do not have much right to speak or right to give some opinion or to ask some question, and that's not okay. Yep.
I see. Well, there are always problems everywhere in different countries. So yeah. But it's great that you still love Thailand. And that's maybe next time if I go to Thailand, maybe if I meet you there and maybe Gary is there as well, let's have a hangout, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. There's
Yay,
a question.
happy ending.
Okay, so there's a question in the chat box from Vân. Is it true that people have to sing the anthem before watching a movie in the cinema? She have heard that info when researching about Thailand.
It's true. It's true. You have to stand up. You don't have to sing, but you have to stand up to give respect. And before the movie starts, you have to do that. And it's been a while already. Because I think it's like a propaganda that our country make it. They want us to love country. How to say? They love us to love the loyal family. They really build some propaganda about it.
But that's a bit
But
of a
now
political
today,
factor.
yeah, it's a political way. And not just in the cinema, in the school, every morning before you start.
Gil, can you open your mic?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. So it's like
No, that's all right.
they will open these songs every 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. every day. Yeah. And you have to stop standing, stay still, don't move until the songs end.
Wow. I have never heard of that. But yeah, if I go to Thailand, it's gonna be a one of a kind experience, I think. Like
Yeah.
that is so strict. So everybody actually follows that?
Yeah, I think, but I haven't been home for 2 years already. I'm not sure how is it there, but our new generation, my generation, we think sometimes some people is in a hurry, so they should, run, or they should not stop there and wait until the song ends. But if they walk, maybe sometimes other people will look at you and maybe say something to you, like, hey, you should stop standing for a while. That's it. Yeah.
I see. Oh, that is just more tempting for me to experience it.
It's not like a North Korea.
Of course, it's not. That is a different level of strictness. Right. There's a question from Nguyen. Does Thailand have amazing soccer matches?
Soccer match.
Do
I'm
you
really
watch
into
soccer in
soccer.
Thailand, Gale?
I love to watch soccer, but you know, another league, not in Thailand, like La Liga League or. But we love Thai soccer match. We love Thai soccer team. But then, I don't know. To be honest, they are good in their own way, but not for every people.
I understand.
Do
But
you
we
watch
enjoy
the
watching. Pardon?
Nguyen?
Can you say it again?
Do you watch the Premier League?
Yeah, of course. I watch.
What's your favorite team?
My favorite team in Premier League. Tottenham.
Leeds. Oh, Tottenham. My favorite team is Liverpool.
Nice.
Right. Well, I don't even watch soccer that much, but yeah, good to hear that you guys have something on the same page. Right. Cool. Wow, Gary loves Tottenham as well. Or which team is it, Gary?
Oh yes, I'm also a fan of Tottenham Hotspur. I actually went to London and I went to their stadium.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, Nguyen. Yes, Dele Alli is also great as well. But he has actually dropped in form a little bit. I'm a big fan of Harry Kane and Son.
Right. So I think let's get back to the main topic, and there's one last question. Right, Nguyen, can you please mute yourself because your background is a bit noisy. Thank you. Right, so there's the last question from an audience, and he asked, in different countries, maybe the cuisine can reflect the characteristics of the people of the country. So the Thailand food is spicy, so that relates anything to the people's lifestyle?
Yeah, because I don't know, but we love eating hot food in the hot weather, and we can do that very well. And normally, if you eat if you eat at home with your family or eat outside in a restaurant with your group of friends, you always share your food. You will share everything in the middle, and we love talking. While we're eating, we love, share everything in the meal time. So it's like meal time can tell that we are, how to say, Thai people are really collectivism culture. And I would say that we stick with the group very much. We stick with our family. And yes, like we love to share everything. And it's like my parents, how to say, in everyday daily habits, when you go somewhere, when you do something, you have to tell them like, hey, today I'm going, this is with who, where, and I will come home this time. It's like this. It's normal.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's very different in Western country. They don't say anything, they just go out and then come back. Yeah.
I think that is pretty much same to Vietnam, because my mom, even though I've grown up now, she always asks where I'm going today, who I'm going with, what did you do, how was it? Like she wants to know everything about me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that a bad or good thing, but well, yeah, it's a thing that keeps the family close together,
Yeah,
that might be
it's
a good thing.
interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
This is
Right. So
wanna
I think
take.
it's time. Oh, sorry.
No,
Right.
I
So I think
just
it's time that we wrap up the talk show of today. So we've learned about Thailand. We've learned about the languages. The main one is Thai, and there are 3 different dialects, if I remember correctly. And English, or everyone learns English, but not everybody can speak like Gale. So we're really lucky to meet a English
Thank
fluent Thai person as well. All right. And we learn about religions, how Thai people love to go to temples. We learn about how spicy food can be. But restaurants, they will be kind enough to ask you if you can eat the food or not. We learn
Yeah.
about how to say hi, how to say thank you. Kapun kap, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're good.
Right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, so if there's anything else, guys, if you want to ask about Thailand, please send us in the live stream and we can answer later. But it's time for us to finish the talk show of today. So once again, thank you everybody for joining this talk show, TCP Atlas number 10, on both Zoom and on live stream Facebook. Thank you, Gary, for helping me host this event. And thank you, Gail, for being our amazing speaker, the sharer of cultures today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Gail, for sharing your time and your knowledge and your experience. It's been really great to hear about your life over in Brazil and Thailand and so many different parts of the world, and also to Dart as well, being our usual engaging and lovely conversational host as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Thanks, Gary.
thank you, all the audience. They are lovely.
Right. So everyone, we have had a lot of other events of TCP Atlas talks from 1 to 9. So if you want to read more about it or you want to watch the previous episodes, you can find us in the link that Gary sent in the chat box. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see you guys on the next month TCP Atlas talk number 11. Thank you, Gil. Thank you, everyone. Have
Goodbye.
a good day.
Bye, everyone.
Adios.
Bye. Adios.